I thank God my name was on the wake up list. Today is Friday. Happy birthday, Leos, of today, July 26th, the day of the Symbolic Herald. The meditation. A tree has but many leaves and branches, but only one trunk. A tree has but many leaves and branches, but only one trunk. Your personality for today. July 26 people are strongly dominant personalities. However, the authority they wield is rarely of a physical or financial nature, but rather lies in understanding the truth of their time. Not only understanding them, but also pacifying them in their activities and actions. When July 26 people comment on the state of things, they usually know whereof they speak, for their authority is deeply rooted in experience and often a profound knowledge of their discipline as well. Exceptional people born on this day may be regarded as prophets of a kind, trumpeting their message to all that will heed to it. Your advice: take a rest from yourself. Occasionally let others do the same. Remember you are just another part of everything around you. Cultivate humility and humility. Health. Due to their dynamic nature, July 26 people have to keep in good physical conditions or they will burn out. Getting regular sleep and adequate nutrition may be difficult with their often frenetic schedules. Regular sexual gratification and expression is important to both men and women born on this day. Lack of it may produce psychological frustrations as well as minor physical elements. Rarely precocious carnivores, voracious carnivores, July 26 people do surprisingly well on vegetarian diets. Moderate physical exercise such as walking and swimming generally suits such diet perfectly. Above all, being able to share affection with a few close friends is vitally important to the preservation of their psychological numerology. Those born on the 26th of the month are ruled by the number 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8. And by the planet Saturn. Saturn carries strong feelings of responsibility. Mm. I hope everything was heard. I had another YouTube playing. Let me start over. The day of Symbolic Herald. You're dynamic, influential, attractive, provocative, blunt, and difficult. The meditation. A tree has but many leaves and branches, but only one trunk. The personality. July 26 people are strongly dominant personalities. However, the authority they wield is rarely of a physical or financial nature, but rather lies in understanding the truths of their times, not only understanding them, but also persifying them in their activities and actions. When July 26 people comment on the state of things, they usually know whereof they speak, for their authority is deeply rooted in experiences and often a profound knowledge of their discipline as well. Exceptional people born on this day may be regarded as prophets of a kind, trumpeting their message to all that will heed it. Advice: take a rest from yourself occasionally and let others do the same. Remember, you are just another part of everything around you. Cultivate humility and humanity. Health. Due to their dynamic nature, July 26 people have to keep in good physical condition or they will burn out. Getting regular sleep and adequate nutrition may be difficult with their often frenetic schedules. Regular sexual gratifications and expression is important to both men and women born on this day. Lack of it may produce psychological frustrations as well as minor physical elements. Rarely voracious carnivores, July 26 people do surprisingly well on vegetarian diets. Moderate exercise, physical exercise such as walking and swimming, generally suits such diets perfectly. Above all, being able to share perfect affection with a few close friends is vitally important to the preservation of their psychological health. Numerology. Those born on the 26th of the month are ruled by the number 8. 2 plus 6 equals 8, and by the planet Saturn. Saturn carries strong feelings of responsibility and accompanying tendencies to caution, limitation, and fatalism. Thus, the more traditional tendencies of July 26 people are favored. Those ruled by the number 8 may be actually quite warm hearted, but can present a cold and detached exterior. They also tend to build their lives and careers slowly and carefully, particularly true for July 26 people in regards to money matters. The combined influence of Saturn and the Sun, the ruler of Leo, grants intensity but also a curious lack of true self-confidence, a fact sometimes hidden behind external bravado. So the eighth card of the major arcana is the Strength card, Strength or Courage, which depicts a graceful queen taming a ferocious lion. The queen symbolizes the female magician who can master rebellious energies and stand for morale or as well as physical strength. This card's positive attributes include charisma, determination to succeed. The negative qualities include complacency and the misuse of power. Your personality in brief. Very dang. The AI overview. People born under the sign of Leo, which is for people born between July 23rd and August 22nd, are said to have many personality traits. Action-oriented. Leos are eager to make things happen and are often natural-born leaders. Charismatic. Leos are self-assured and optimistic, and they often radiate joy. Loyal. Leos are known for their stability and consistency, and they are dedicated friends and lovers. Creative. Leos are said to be full of primal, creative energy. Dramatic. Leos enjoy being in the spotlight and love receiving attention and adoration from others. People born on this day have a strong drive for success. These people are neat and creative and love being surrounded by visionaries. Their drive to discover new things is another characteristic. These qualities come from their zodiac sign Leo, which represents responsibility, stubbornness, and royalty. Your sun signs personality report. Sunsigns.org. July 26th birthday horoscope predicts that you have a good chance for success in this world. You have the skills. You are well liked by your peers, business and personal. And you work well alone or in a group. Leo, you are down to earth and know how the real world works. The zodiac sign for a July 26th birthday is Leo. You are capable of being efficient, energetic, and ambitious. Combined with persuasive traits, others look to you for advice, especially when it comes to handling money matters. If today, July 26th, is your birthday, you are likely to have a good eye for details and you can be practical and realistic. So, happy birthday, Leos. Born on July 26th, professional, persuasive, realistic, practical, efficient, ambitious, and energetic, you are Leo the Lion. According to the July 26 horoscope analyst, you take an active interest in people and those relationships that could become personal as you are constantly looking for your soulmate. Being with someone means a lot to you. Although you work well with groups, you prefer head on communication with those you care about. As a result, you are likely found giving advice. You too share your experience with others, but you can attract partners that tend not to last very long, although you do not like change. Sometimes the Leo zodiac birthday people rush in when you should step back or at least take in one day at a time. Your choices, for the most part, predicts your birthday love compatibility reports have been mates that are not on your level of maturity. Nonetheless, you seek security and love. Of you born on this day make winning a debate interesting and informative. Let's talk about love for a minute. As a person who was born on this Leo birthday, you have many associations that desire your attention. More than anything, you want romance. While you can play the field, you seek one person to love. That person should be loving, spontaneous, and stimulating in the bedroom. As a July 26th birthday personality, you are not likely to take a back seat in romance as you express your love in actions rather than words. You would like to have a big family, but only when you have found the security of a lasting relationship. As a negative force, the July 26th birthday individual can be jealous and possessive. As far as money is concerned and career options are concerned, the July 26th horoscope suggests that you like to be hands on. You are intelligent enough to be in the medical or legal professions. You have focus and are best suited for management positions. Sometimes your dry wit catches the attention of others and somehow motivates them. Good morals are certainly a plus when working with others. As an opinion or an option, you are also good at handling money and can find a rewarding career in finances. Concerning your money, you will like to save as you like to stay prepared for the unexpected and be able to live comfortably. According to the July 26th astrology analyst, you are conscious of your lifestyle. Where health is concerned, you have a positive outlook on life and staying fit. Your exercise program is fixed in your schedule. You follow through with all of your physical exercises. You listen to your body as you are watchful for any changes in conditions. As a rule, you tend to get all your daily requirements as you know that it can affect you how you feel and look. However, you may have a weakness for sweet things. A good detox could flush away these toxins. The July 26th birthday meaning suggests that you are well liked by business and personal connections. You work well with groups but prefer a personal level of communication. Those of you born on this day take the lead in relationships and professionally. This quality would make you a fair leader. The July 26th zodiac personality shows that you tend to be overprotective and sometimes jealous because of slight insecurities. Happy birthday, anyhow, Leos. July 26th. In your birthday personality traits show that you have a tendency to be jealous and possessive lover. Those born on this day may have a better success rate with relationships if you can learn to relax, open up, and trust more. Famous people and celebrities born on July 26th. James Best, Sandra Bullock, Mick Jagger, Taylor Momsen, George Bernard Shaw, Kevin Spacey, and Vivian Vance. Happy birthdays to those above and below. This day that year, July 26th in history, 1656, Rembrandt says he is broke. 1775, Philadelphia opens a post office. In 1866, England has the newly opened Canoe Club. In 1918, race riots produced 4 dead bodies in Philadelphia. For your verdict moon sign, please go to sunsigns.org. The Simba Rashi. Your Chinese zodiac sign is the monkey. The monkey. The Chinese zodiac monkey is very vision of complexity. They are intensely cerebral people who are driven by their emotions. Given time to think ahead, monkey can see their way through a situation. But if on the spot, monkey can be expected to react emotionally, perhaps reverting to the basic slinging of poo in the worst of circumstances. The monkey side is not concerned with their self-image, making them a bit of a wacky character, and all too often a bit of an unintentional clown. However, monkey is also completely nonplussed in the face of others' oddities and idiosyncrasies. I cannot pronounce that. I do have a speech impairment. This is why I'm encouraged to read. So they let other people be themselves and take their personalities as is. The Chinese monkey people approach a situation from an unattached, non moralistic point of view. This allows them to be enthused by all new experiences and trains of thought. The Chinese monkey zodiac sign lives a life without fear of criticism or judgment. They care little for the opinions of others and make no effort to pass judgment on them either. After all, life is a series of new and exciting adventures, and the monkey is driven by curiosity to explore all things. The monkeys are humble, their curiosities keeping them constantly aware that there are many things they simply do not know, and thank goodness for that. If they knew everything, there'd be nothing more to explore, and what a dull life that would be. They survived some of life's worst tragedies by being able to find the experiential value in an event, and therefore will always survive to move on to the next experience. Consistency is an utterly alien concept to the Chinese astrology monkey sign. Everything must be new and shiny and routine and something that is spiritual murder to them. If there is a chance of excitement, of random chance, of an experiential revelation, then the monkey is all over it. This unfortunately makes gambling an addiction. The monkey traits show that they have difficulty staying away from the constant change that pulls them in. Monkey is not unfortunately a creature of poor candor. Instead, they will accept the opinions of others in public while keeping their private reservations to themselves. The law is an optional element in their life. As far as their security is supported by it, it will be respected. And once that line is crossed, all legal aspects are purely optional. The Chinese horoscope for the monkey shows that they are amongst the most diverse people carrying around a mountain of talents, but often they are not masters of any of them. They are unremittedly versatile and creative and always learning at every possible turn. Consistency in the workplace will lead to the death of a monkey man or woman. They must be able to move freely within the world, within their work, or they will find themselves disheartened and without enthusiasm. Their love of new horizons sets them well at home within research and technology or anywhere there where discoveries can be made. Office politics are utterly beyond them, but it's a sad monkey that finds himself entangled in its web. The monkey personality is rather a poor choice for being a leader. They are warm and open and can accept anyone, which will make them adapt at dealing with a mixed group of people. But they are far too inconsistent to be in charge of such a situation. Their utter distaste for conformity makes them even less suited for this position. A boss needs to be able to guide a group through its goals, and the monkey is poorly suited to driving people in a line. On the other hand, they will be decidedly good at personal relations, so those under this purview will at the very least find themselves with an agreeable leadership and an effective one. The only time the Chinese monkey is suited to be a boss is if he is his boss. The monkey zodiac person will fit in well in the workplace. They will bring levity and brightness to a group, but do not necessarily work well in a group. In the right place, they can be an absolute asset to a team, pointing them in previously unconsidered directions and therefore letting them break new ground. Keeping the monkey out of the routine, instead, allow him to have his reins and go in his direction. He will quickly tire of a position and be the most effective. He should be moved about within the structure, always handed new tasks, with care taken to keep an eye on his focus. Once it wavers, giving those born in the year of the monkey something new to look at. Money doesn't drive the Chinese monkey sign, adventure does. While monkey may be able to make more than a living wage, it's never going to be what makes them pursue a new venture. They are certainly able to make financial viable decisions, and their drive for innovation can indeed make them wealthy. But in the end, it's going to be the pursuit of new ground that keeps them going and moving forward, not financial gain. Gambling is always a problem for the monkey just because every new hand or spin of the wheel is going to lead them on a new, if brief, adventure. So their relationship with money is going to be as chaotic as their day to day life. Dating a monkey, a Chinese monkey person, guarantees that you will be taken on new adventures in your love life. Unfortunately, they are also inconsistent in wandering in love. This makes life hard as they also deeply desire love and hate being alone. Their attitude makes them very quick to fall in love. This makes it difficult for them to find a stable love affair. The monkey sign also has a problem with the commitment without question. When their partners become serious, that's when they will flee like mad. For them to be in a committed relationship will require someone as fun loving and intelligent. Their companion must keep them on their toes and constantly surprise them. Most imperative to their love life, however, is their friendship with their partner. The Chinese zodiac monkey is an inventive and playful lover who enjoys giving and receiving pleasure in equal measure. However, they are not as obsessed with it as some. Monkeys' experiences mean that they desire the love of a partner, and mental and physical play are equally important. Know that for a monkey, love will turn to play, to afterplay, and all of it is the greatest game ever. They will be enthusiastic and maybe very well take you into realms that make you mind boggled. But it is another place where seriousness will never be a strong point in their relationship. So the years of the monkey: January 25th, 1944 to February 12th, 1945, February 12th, 1956 to January 30th, 1957, January 30th, 1968 to February 16th, 1969, February 16th, 1980 to February 4th, 1981, February 4th, 1982 to January 22nd, 1993, February 22nd, wait, January 22nd, 2004 to February 8th, 2005, February 8th, 2016 to January 27th, 2017, February 26th, 2028 to February 12th, 2029, and February 12th, 2040 to February 28th, 2041. Your ruling planet is the sun. It symbolizes our creative ability and how we manifest in this world. The lion is the symbol for the zodiac sign. Your birthday tarot card today is strength. This card shows your willpower and strength needed to overcome obstacles. The Strength Tarot card represents two sides of its name. With this card present, you know that your life is under the influence of strength. How it is applied becomes the most important of all aspects. In strength, our challenges become opportunities. They become stepping stones on our climb to our goals. In its reverse, all seems hopeless, and every molehill becomes a mountain. Let me read on more about this popular Rider-Waite Major Arcana Tarot card, followed by the meditation at the end. Happy birthday, Leo. Strength Tarot cards meaning is one of the more blatantly obvious in the tarot. It burdens with ease, control without difficulty, anger turned to energy to solve a problem. When this card is present, you will find that your life is likely a little more handled than it has been, and you feel safe in your position in life. Things are in hand. The past events. You have been standing in a position of strength in this past period, using all your obstacles as tools. Your morale has been kept up and you've had faith in yourself. Now it is time for the next step. The challenge is overcome. Where do you go from here? The present events. To put it simply, you've got this. Your current situation, by sheer force of will, is under control. Even your frustrations serve to fuel your fire to complete the task and succeed against all odds. Don't let it go to your head, and you'll make it through this. The future events. Your mind dwells on a future challenge. You have great concern for this situation will be beyond you. Fear not. You have the tools to succeed at this task, and if you keep your wits about you, you will come out of it successfully. In reverse, strength inverted is weaknesses and a clouded vision. Every small obstacle becomes seemingly insurmountable, And the anger that could be have fueled you forward motion instead becomes powerless. Your actions are futile. Nothing seems possible. And every way you turn is strewn with tacks to impede your progress. The past events. You've been feeling defeated, exhausted, and without hope in the face of the challenges you are facing. It would help if you lifted your head, as this attitude has nothing but a barrier to you. This time is thankfully coming to an end, but you have and may find yourself back there if you don't realign your thinking. The present events. Exhausted, defeated, and beaten down by time and opposition. Your current circumstances are not as hopeless as they seem, but they will remain that hopeless if you don't rise to the challenge. Fuel the fire with your motivation, with your frustration, your anger. You can power over what stands in your way and turn this path away from loss using this driver. The future events. The situation that is coming at you seems large, a mountain incapable of being challenged. Cut it down to small pieces, set up your bunker, and use it to power through all that stands in your way. While you are afraid of what stands in your way, you can manage it if you meet it with confidence. Attitude is everything. Time is tune. Time to tune up yours. The associated colors are red for strength and ambition. For the meditation for the strength card, upright. This tarot meditation using the strength card, upright, will focus on confidence and power, the ability to overcome obstacles. As you set up the red cloth with its candle and lay out the card, make sure your circumstances are as conducive to confidence as possible. Inspiring music can be played to put you into the right mindset. As you settle into your meditation, you will see yourself standing at the beginning of a clear path within your mind. You plan to traverse this and head forward to accomplish your goal and reach your ultimate goal. You set forth, striding confidently on your way, knowing you will reach your goal. Almost immediately, the rain starts to fall, but this is no great matter, you think. You take off your hat and enjoy the fresh rain water on your head, cooling you as you journey. The rain continues to pour and you hear the distant roll of thunder, but still you trod on. It's just a little water, you think. As you continue walking, you see tree branches and such beginning to fall in the rising wind. Grateful for the gift, you pick up one and use it as a walking stick to check the depths of puddles in the road as you prop to help you traverse the more difficult debris that has fallen across the road. Further on, you come across a river that has swollen and taken out the bridge. The water has eaten away at the shore. Looking at this momentarily, you realize a tree near to falling over, most of its roots exposed. Placing your walking stick in it as a lever, you topple the tree and it falls across the river, creating a bridge. With a jaunty smile at your cleverness, you stand and head to cross the river on the log. You walk across. Your handy walking stick serves to steady you as it rocks gently in the river. Hopping down on the other end, you look back across the river, grateful to have successfully traversed the difficulty there. You look ahead, knowing that whatever challenges you face, you can turn them into new opportunities. Nothing is beyond your grasp, and your goal is easily within reach for a certain value of easily. It is, however, an eventuality, not a maybe. It's just a matter of time. Confident in your journey, you head forward to your eventual prize. As you come out of this tarot meditation, carry with you this feeling of confidence. The feeling of knowing how to proceed is all you need at this point. Record whatever seems significant from your journey, anything that seems personal to you. Know that as long as you believe it, you can achieve it. That's what this Strength Tarot meditation is all about. The associated colors are gray for futility, apathy. For the meditation for the strength card in reverse. The Strength Tarot card reverse represents not just weakness, but in some ways, hopelessness. This tarot meditation on the Strength card reverse will focus on fear, despair, and futility of effort. It shows the desperate panic state that arises when one is letting every molehill become a mountain. Lay the gray cloth out and the candle at its top, and place the Strength card in front of you inverted. As you begin to meditate, let your let a certain feeling of hopelessness crawl into your bones. Let yourself into the mindset of those who see everything as hopeless. every little setback as a tragedy, and you will find yourself standing at the beginning of a road traveling through the woods. The day is bright and clear, and your destination lies on the other side of the forest ahead. It seems so far though, and the day is hot. So perhaps you should wait until later. Time passes and the heat begins to dissipate. So you move from beneath the tree you've taken shelter under and begin walking down the road. On your trip, you take up a pebble in your shoe. It is uncomfortable and slows you down a great deal, but taking it out is as difficult a task, so you suffer on and slow down. Eventually, it becomes too much to bear, and you sit down. Once your foot feels less tortured, you prepare to leave again. Then it starts to rain, and you find yourself looking at your empty cup, wishing it were full of the same water. What irony to suffer while the rain falls from the sky and water runs everywhere. You wait, more time passing until the rain stops. You then stand and continue on your way, trotting through the mud, stepping over branches that fell on the road during the rainstorm. Luckily, the wet mud that gets into your shoe dislodges the stone. How thankful that is. But you find yourself continuously slowed by the debris in your way until finally you come to a bridge crossing the river. There are bits of board and debris lying about in a narrow gap in the bridge. How are you to cross this bridge when it's not complete? Your frustration overcomes you, and you sit down and weep. So it is here that your journey ends. When you come out of the tarot meditation, let go of feeling hopeless and think about what you have seen and learned. Stop every step of the way by issues that could easily have been overcome by interpret mind and a little determination. Are there lessons for you in this? Mark in your journal what seems significant, and remember to try to see every way around an obstacle before letting it stop your progress. From the minor arcana cards, the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands. The Five of Wands. Working toward cooperation. You may have shortcomings in something that you do to make life more comfortable. However, Five of Wands is encouraging you to learn how to work with other people. It will be the easiest way to earn your reward. So you have to work as you get good advice from others with long-term experience. Success will come when you are accommodative to others with long time experiences wait suggest will come when you are accommodative to suggestions and will help you in making strides. Nothing should prevent you from achieving it. The Five of Wands reverse highlights a few things that you can have life repeating and enable you to achieve them. Getting to know your purpose is something that will serve you best. Additionally, the Five of Wands love is to advise you on the importance of having a strong love bond that unites your loved ones. Your path will determine how far you go with your ambitions. Once you get to know the exact level of force, you tend to head in the directions that guarantees you the right favor for life. Besides, the Five of Wands career highlights the meaning of growing in your professional life. The Five of Wands tarot card teaches you the good things in life that will reflect in a positive way when you work hard. So, Five of Wands in the future will always express the need to always work on the line to achieve the right goals. The Five of Wands tarot card represents conflicts and problems in life. Other times it fills the situation with tensions and strife and prevents there being any form of progress. So when the Five of Wands shows up, the movement has been imbued with conflict and friction. The ability to work with others has been complicated by the competition and struggle against one another with the need to be right. Opinions and personality, egos and ideas are all coming into conflict. The past events. Your project has recently come to through a period of perfection, a period of conflict and competition, excuse me. Maybe your marriage has been butting up heads on roles and responsibility. Perhaps your co-workers had different ideas of what different directions you should go with the current project. Either way, this period has passed. Was it with a good resolution or do resentments still linger? The present events. Energy is high right now, but it is being funneled in useful directions. Your current project is rife with activity and drive, but make sure you keep working on directing it in useful ways. Right now, there is a tendency to conflict and competition. Only care marshaling of your forces will prevent it from going awry. The future events. The boiler is building steam, and soon the engine will be powering along at full speed. But on the way, make sure the road is clear and the rail is properly laid. Otherwise, you'll find your cars trying to argue about which track to take, and the whole thing could wind up derailed. Keep an eye out, conductor. The yes or no interpretation of the Five of Wands upright is a yes. No reading for this minor arcana card appearing in this position gives you a conditional affirmative. There will be a need to continue to marshal their energies going into the source of the question and make sure they continue in a positive way to achieve that yes. Work towards cooperation in this endeavor to make sure it works out properly. In reverse, the only thing worse than mismanaging energy and tendency to conflict is avoiding unnecessary confrontation. Problems unresolved can result in negativity and resentment, which will clog useful productivity and creativity venues. Remember, a little chaos often engenders new ideas, so don't fear it. What does this Rider Waite deck card have to say? The past events. You've been avoiding conflict in the environment and has been working so far, but only in appearance. In actuality, it has been contributing to a situation that is likely to come about to a head. It's here now, and you'll be forced to deal with it. The present events. Time to take a sign of relief. You've been dealing with many conflicts and struggles, but this particular position represents a healthy avoidance of stress. You've come through a tough and chaotic time and are getting a brief sign of relief. It may not last. Enjoy it while it does. The future events. To achieve the goals ahead, you'll need to remain focused and face the challenges coming. You can't avoid these. Attempting to do so will not assist you or the project ahead. Progress requires change and conflict. Prepare for those coming. Tarot, yes and no interpretation of the inverted Five of Wands. The answer in this case is a decided no, combined with a stop. Not only is your answer a negative, but you're in a time when it will be necessary to avoid working on this any further. Take a breath, let the chips fall, and know that it's time to start looking past this no. With the Five of Wands, you consider everything as part of your success. So, a positive attitude would enable you to boost your morale in achieving the right success. Learn to work with different people, and you will achieve success. The Knight of Wands. Avoid procrastinating. As I keep reading to get the amazing insights and interpretation and meanings of the Knight of Wands, over the hill he comes. This herald of the minor arcana suit of wands, the Knight of Wands trumpets his arrival with a passion for adventure and impulsiveness. This will keep him driving ever forward on his quest. He will succeed, and nothing that dares stand in his way will prevent him. The Knight of Wands indicates actions and movements. With the fiery nature of the suit of wands embodied, he will charge forth to make the page's dreams a reality. However, his impulsiveness can impede and he doesn't think before he acts, leading to trouble. All he wants is to be the best of the best and to achieve his goals. The good news is he can charge over those who stand in his way, but unfortunately, this is also the bad news. The past events. The energy of the Knight of Wands has been driving you and has been keeping you motivated on your task. You've been making progress in leaps and bounds, and no barriers have been able to slow you down. You may have been stepping on a few toes on the way, but so far, it hasn't done you any harm. So far, keep an eye out in case you have to smooth some hurt feelings. The present events. Do you hear the horn calling the battle charge? Ambition and motivation are the letters of the day, and nothing will stop you forward progress. But rein in those horses, my friend. Have you checked to make sure your impulsiveness isn't leading you to trouble? It may be that your first reaction isn't your best one, so keep the energy up, but take time to consider your forward motion lest you wind up in a trench. The future events. Coming down the pike is someone who can be an absolute benefit to your plans. They will take your dreams and drive them forward with relentless force. But be careful. They may not take into consideration all the possible damage they can do charging over all obstacles. Be ready to take the reins of their energy and direct them, but hang on. It's going to be a ferocious ride. What does the Knight of Wands symbolize? It would be excellent to be passionate and more zealous about your dreams to make your goals and aspirations come to reality. The Knight of Wands tarot reading reminds you to not to aim for perfection because you tend to postpone things regularly. Instead, believe in yourself and do your best in every step as you move forward. What does the Knight of Wands mean? Try to find significant information and ideas about what you want to do to boost your confidence and motivation to comments. The Tarot Knight of Wands says to be fair to yourself and identify your key strengths. The meaning of the Knight of Wands implies that it would be brilliant to break your huge chunk of work into a few concrete activities. The Knight of Wands meaning urges you to create a realistic plan of work and include time for breaks between tasks to ensure your concentration is at the best all the time. The Knight of Wands yes or no reminds you to stay disciplined and improve your time management skills. The Knight of Wands timing shows that postponing things frequently will hurt your life and achievements. The Knight of Wands advice informs you to prioritize things and focus on the things that matter first as you drop to the less important chores. The yes and no interpretation of this card is a yes. Charge forward, take control of the situation and win the day. The power of I in your hands is to make the situation conclude in the way you want it to. In reverse, the problem with someone as impulsive and driven as a knight in the inverted position is they utterly dislike anything that stands in their way. If obstacles stand in their way, insurmountable way, or are held back, frustration and anger will be immediately evident. This can lead to rushing into things without thinking them through first, and that's an ugly predicament to find yourself in. The past events. You've been rushing through an advisable series of action lately, driven by the overwhelming need to get something done. You've been pushing through, sometimes without any idea what you're doing. It doesn't matter. Gotta keep moving, 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 right? No. Stop. Slow down. Your current predicament is a direct result of this form of action. The present events. It's frustrating having to wait. All this energy burning inside you like a fire, all this power trying to drive you forward, but nowhere to go. The impulse to go, go, go is strong, but don't let it overwhelm you. Instead, stay calm, focus on the next step, and plan your next step carefully so that all that energy isn't wasted on useless action. The future events. Someone in your life is going to be losing their temper with the slow pace of things soon. You probably know who they are, and they've been prone to this behavior in the past. Knowing this is in their nature, you know that they mean the best by it, but it's not going to help. Instead, try to avoid them and set them a task they can feel useful at. The yes and no interpretation of this card, the answer is a solid and definite no. Allow yourself to settle and let this situation pass without further concerns. Plan for your next steps to accomplish your next goal, but this situation is done. The Knight of Wands says that you need to be passionate and more zealous about your dreams to make your goals and aspirations come to reality. Your birthday compatibility, zodiac compatibility. You are most compatible with people born under the zodiac sign Aries. This relationship will be a memorable one. You are not compatible with people born under the zodiac sign of Aquarius. A relationship between the lion and the water barrier can be full of difficulties. July 26th lucky numbers are 6 and 8. 6 is the number that stands for nurturing, balance, reliability, honesty, and consensuousness. The number 8 symbolizes you, your past and present, karma, your purpose in this birth, and the right balance between materialism and spirituality. Your lucky colors are gold and maroon. Gold is a color that symbolizes splendor, wisdom, success, and power. Maroon is a color that stands for controlled passion, anger, domination, and determination. Your lucky days are Sunday and Saturday. Sunday, this weekday, is ruled by the sun. It symbolizes the day of enthusiasm, vitality, creativity, and ambition. Saturday, this day is ruled by Saturn. It stands for a day of caution, delays, obstacles, hard work, and patience. Your birthstone is ruby. Ruby is an astrostone, gemstone that symbolizes positive energy, vitality, sexuality, and commitment. The ideal zodiac birthday gifts for people born on July 26th, and the time is 12:35 p.m. on and It's not too late to take this as a side note. A silver visiting card case for the Leo man, and a gold compact powder box for the woman. The July 26th birthday horoscope predicts that you love fancy and expensive gifts. So, anyone out there, you should know how to shop for your Leos today. Happy birthday, Leo, and I hope you get all that you wish and deserve. And that has been your today's personality report. For today, Friday, have a strong beginning and not a weak end. The day of the symbolic herald strength. Inner strength will always win over outer. You're going